Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Hope your day is going well. Best and worst K-pop songs of May. Let's get right into it. Starting with Soojin's Mona Lisa, the title track of her second EP, which has a questionable name to say the least. Anyhow, these 2 months have not been great for the idol members who have gone solo. Oogi's Freak was mediocre, and this one's not great either. Sporting a plain, semi-tropical beat that feels dreary and dated, not to mention the brilliant songwriting. This is the first verse. You ready? Got you loco coco coco, loco coco coco. I should go. I'm not even gonna finish that. The chorus is also not substantive in any way, literally just which actually sums up how I feel about the song. Look, I have nothing against Soojin, but this is total weak sauce, and frankly I don't see myself listening to it ever again, so there you have it. Next up we have Elast. It's my first time talking about them on the channel. They might not have a lot of name recognition, but they do have some good songs. Gasoline is not one of them, however. It's one of the approximately 8,192 loud and unpleasant boy group tracks in existence. See, when everyone starts shouting collectively, these songs just become indistinguishable from one another. The chorus is this dubstep drop, and I was very confused while watching the MV because there were no lyrics during this segment, only the grating metallic instrumental. It was truly uncanny. It felt like a psyop, almost. Like, imagine being chained to a chair and being forced to listen to this on repeat for 10 hours. ZEROBASEONE, Feel the Pop. After giving us the exciting Sweat from last month, this is a definite downgrade. The song is oddly slight. It's like drum and bass for kids. The melodies are also pretty ineffectual. I get the vibe they were going for is sort of fun and playful, but it feels like all the air has been sucked out of it. So, not impressed. Moving on to aespa's Armageddon. This feels like their response to NMIX's Dash. I found the intros to both of those songs pretty similar, what with the pristine vocal layering over a grungy hip-hop beat. I've complained many times in the past about aespa not singing enough, and even though Armageddon has markedly more vocal moments than some of their other title tracks, unlike Dash, the melody isn't quite there. Overall, it's not the best thing I've heard from them, but rest assured we will come back to aespa in a bit. If you know, you know. After that, we've got B.I.'s Tasty. He's had quite a colorful solo career so far. Now returning with a jaunty and bouncy track for the summer. The spitting is on point, the groove is consistent, but at just over 2 minutes in length, there aren't quite enough ideas for it to be a standalone song. Instead, it feels like a prelude to something bigger, like an album intro of sorts, so maybe that's the purpose it'll serve. Next up, we have YOUNITE. My first encounter with this band was their pre-debut single, Everybody, which I really liked, but basically I have not connected with any of their subsequent releases. They have mostly been quite hip-hop oriented, yet none have been able to replicate the energy and effectiveness of Everybody. Until perhaps now. Geekin got a good head nod out of me. The beat is lively and dynamic, the flows are great, and I can appreciate that it doesn't take itself too seriously, so well done. Another light-hearted and quirky number from this month is Suho's Cheese, featuring Wendy, a mostly laid-back, feel-good pop track that's also an ode to the ubiquitous dairy product. To quote the bias list on this one, there's a classic appeal to its piano-led instrumental that sounds unlike anything in EXO's discography. Shout out to the sick electric guitar work in the bridge, that was very nice. Speaking of old school, ONEUS dropped a pretty straightforward cover of Finkel's Now, which came out in the year 2000. It still sounds great. They've revamped it with some modernized production, but it's a pretty faithful remake besides the god-awful dance break in the bridge, which slows things to a crawl. Completely unnecessary. Didn't need to be there. Get rid of it.
No! God, please, no! No!
But yeah, if more groups want to take a cue from that Y2K era of pop music, this is the way to go. Obviously, the best case would be an original composition inspired by the excellent melodies and bombastic instrumentals of yore, but I'm of course glad to see a great K-pop song from the past being introduced to a contemporary audience. Moving on from there, Xdinary Heroes, Little Things, released on the last day of April. These guys have had quite the redemption after being the subject of a hit piece of sorts on this channel. Since then, they've put out some decent singles, coming into their own as a prim and proper punk rock band. That sounds like an oxymoron, but you know, I'm an old fuddy-duddy, so this is the type of stuff I want to hear. Anthemic melody, repulsive rock instrumental, and a full-throated performance. Haven't got too many objections other than the filtered intro is too long. They could have just cut straight to the action. Next we have the group Diamond, spelled DXMON, with this new track, Girls Love Boys Love Girls, which might be the greatest song name of all time. This could easily have swerved into easy listening territory, but the beat does have quite a bit of heft on top of the skittering club appeal. The melody is quite smooth as well, and the chanted chorus is quite rousing and memorable too. It is of course the second drum and bass / UK garage influenced track that we're touching on in this video, which is a testament to the immense popularity of that style. And guess what? We're still not done, because IVE is doing it as well on Accendio. The MV dropped a few weeks ago, and it's probably the first time we've gotten a full-fledged storyline, so that was great to see. About the song, I think it's good. I liked it better than Hey Ya, to be honest. Even though that was obviously more daring and innovative, Accendio feels like a more cohesive product. I know I said Hey Ya was cohesive, but this one's more so. There's actually a through line, it's tied together by some immaculate production, and the fact that it's more fast-paced also added to my enjoyment. As for the chorus, in my opinion, a spoken hook will always be less impressive than a genuine melody, but it's catchy, it does the job, so I have no complaints. Moving on, the Triple S project has reached its final form with all 24 members sharing the stage, which is quite the spectacle. It has been a pleasure following this group because they just keep on getting better. This new title track, Girls Never Die, was probably my favorite song of the month. I listened to it a lot. The La 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 has officially become their signature, a calling card, if you will. They are known as the idol of all possibilities, after all, so I don't doubt that they could come up with infinite variations of this hook. As usual, we have the girls singing in a comfortable range with minimal peaks and troughs, combined with lush and atmospheric instrumentation adorned by a welcome spike of melody in the chorus. Finally, the whole song is elevated thanks to those splendid high notes from Dahyun in the bridge and outro. She totally killed it. Great stuff from Triple S. Last but not least, an SM group tops the list once again. It's aespa's freaky sci-fi ultra banger, Supernova. Where to begin? This is for sure the best produced track of the year, bar none. Dem joints, he's got some hits and some misses, but he absolutely knocked it out of the park with this one. Cooking up the most scrumptious electropop I have ever heard. The beat just keeps on getting crazier and crazier. It reminds me of ITZY's Kill Shot from last year in that regard. On first listen, I was a bit taken aback because there is effectively zero singing on the track, but very quickly I came to terms with this simply not being that kind of song, and that the cool, aloof delivery is something that suits aespa incredibly well. Every hook, every mantra hits the mark. It's a very catchy tune and serves as a great intro to the album. And B-sides, I know I said I didn't listen to that many last month, but this month I am truly grasping at straws. So we have Night of Fireworks by Xdinary Heroes, YOUNITE's How We Do, Fantasy Boys Make Sunshine, Triple S Non-Scale, everybody was raving about that one. 24 is also cool, it's basically a spiritual successor to Rising. And finally I pulled a few bops from the aespa album, Live My Life, Bahama, and even Licorice. I enjoyed that one too. Anyways, that will do it for this episode. Let me know what your favorite song of May was. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel for more great content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.